Quack! Chicken here, bring you another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, we are going to be discussing what seems to be what everyone has been talking about recently, and that is Boom Beach dead? So we're going to be taking on Imitation Game with the Scorcher tanks. I haven't used the Scorcher tanks in a while, so we're just going to be kind of blasting on through here. So, is Boom Beach dead? Is Boom Beach finished? Does it seem like it's not as big, especially on YouTube and maybe online in general? That's what we're going to be talking about today, guys. So first, I wanted to touch on kind of the current community as a whole for Boom Beach right now. And it may not have a ton of traffic, let's say. It may not be as big as it was when it when it first came out, and Nick and Knight and everyone were doing the Boom Beach videos, and Ben Tim 1 and all the big YouTubers were covering it and stuff like that. And it was bigger because it seemed like it was because they had bigger channels, right? Now the community we have now with guys like Zmod, Beardaholic, Boom Beach Swage, Crazy Turtle, Max, Bull Cable, and myself, we have a really great community in there. Like there's a little something for everyone. Like with Zmod, you've got your videos on like how to become a really good high-level player. With Beardaholic, you've got great guides for mid to low-level players, and just in general. And with Boom Beach Swise, if you don't like watching kind of like Let's Play formats of Boom Beach videos, then he does really great just Boom Beach gameplay stuff in general. Crazy Turtle, obviously, all your operation stuff is going to be covered there. He also does, almost exclusively, I would say, does live streaming. So if you're more into that kind of thing, which is definitely cool to see, then he's got, then Mr. Turtle has that all covered, guys. And then you've got... Then you got Max 2015, who does global leaderboard pushing, and you've got Bull Cable that kind of does the same thing as me, which I'm not really sure what that is, but it does exist. So, yeah, I wanted to mention all that because there's kind of like there's a little bit of there's like a little bit of everything for everyone covered there, right? Like whatever kind of videos or whatever content, I should say, that that you like watching is out there. Now you may just not be aware of it, or it just may not be as popular in general, and that's just because the big main YouTubers have more or less moved on to Clash Royale or Pokemon Go, whatever it would be, and that's just because they do videos and YouTube as their primary source of income, right? And I know people don't like talking about like YouTube, like income and stuff. They think it's like bad and whatever, but this is the reason why it's not being showed as much, right? Is just straight up they don't make as much money from it. And that's not to say that you can just like switch to Clash Royale like that and you're gonna get an influx of views and subscribers and all that stuff. That's not how it works. It still takes like a lot of work to actually like get your channel going and everything like that. But I mean, that's a big part of why Boom Beach doesn't seem as big in the YouTube space anymore, is because there's not like, if you're starting a YouTube channel for the sake of money, I would not suggest doing it on Boom Beach. That wouldn't make any sense. Maybe do Minecraft or something, because if you're gonna get like you're starting it for money, and like you're just gonna get like, you're not gonna just start doing videos and become Nick at Night in a week or something, right? Like I don't know. Like there would be no point in starting a YouTube channel and just doing exclusively Boom Beach videos if your sole purpose was doing it for money. Now I've said, like, I've said I started this channel because I love the game, and there wasn't a lot of content being made for it when I started doing this, and now we've kind of got this little community here that's actually really awesome. So I wanted to touch on some of these topics again and just kind of explain, because it seems like in almost every video it's just like I get kind of the same comments from certain people, or like the same comments pop up in older videos saying like Boom Beach is dead, and we're gonna reject that, and all this stuff about how it's like a dying game and stuff like that. And it's not like anything, it just seems like that because the bigger YouTubers and stuff aren't doing videos on it. So it seems like it's bigger, it seems like the game's dying, it seems like there's no interest in it. But if you watch my first video on Is Boom Beach Dead, I think I had to change the name to Is Boom Beach Finished, but I kind of talk about a lot of the analytical stuff about how there's still a massive user base within Boom Beach, which is cool to see, because I mean, that right there just like shows that it's not dead, that there's still a really active community. Whether or not that's shown online is a totally different thing. Um, and and yeah, so some other points I was thinking. Like a lot of people stopped playing Boom Beach when Clash Royale came out, and that was just because it was like the new thing, right? And I think once that stops like being so trendy right now, that I feel like a lot of people, or at least some, will eventually come back to Boom Beach, because I love Clash Royale. I think it's really fun. I've been having a lot of fun with it, especially lately. But I think Boom Beach has more replayability factor, like especially with the task forces and operations. Like Clash Royale is cool and has all these different like little challenges and stuff, but it's more or less the exact same. You're gonna be doing the same gameplay stuff. Ooh, there's a crystal guys. We'll take that. Um, Boom Beach is different because there's different styles of bases to attack and stuff, right? Like Clash Royale, the cards can change in that, but you're going to be doing the same type of battles over and over and over and over again. Like there's not going to be any like operation type battles or whatever, where you're doing like different like different maps or anything like that. Like it's all going to be the same more or less. This was kind of what I'm thinking. And I think people will get bored with that eventually, and I feel like just because it's the flavor of the month right now and everyone's playing it, I think that's a big reason of why it seems like it's so much fun. Um, not to say that it's bad or anything, but I think that people will eventually I feel like Clash Royale's downward swing after the new game comes out, or people get bored or whatever, is going to be a lot greater than Boom Beach, because I feel like Boom Beach has a bigger, like I said, a bigger replayability factor, like with the operations and the task force gameplay and like the different types of bases you can attack. I feel like that's a good point, and and like I said, analytically the game isn't dead. There's still tons of downloads. There's still tons of money coming in for it with gems. Personally, I think that I think the chicken, like as long as the chicken is around, guys, I'm like the amount of diamonds that I get and that I buy, I think I'm personally gonna keep Boom Beach floating like for well into the next few decades, or at least it feels like that. So I guess from there we'll just kind of go into what we can expect for the future and what kind of keeps me playing right now, which I kind of just touched on, saying like with the operations and like the mega crab and like different styles of bases to attack. Like there is a lot of variability in within the game as it is right now. But so someone sent me a picture on Twitter. If you haven't seen that, just check it out. It's right there in that picture at the Chicken 24. And it showed all of the 2014, 2015, 2016, like the biggest updates that we got then, and we've still got some pretty big updates in 2016, like with the new event, and there's the other stuff that I can't think of right now, but there were still pretty big updates in the game, and there's no reason to expect that to stop. Like they may not have hit it out of the park on these last few updates, but there's no reason to think that there's not going to be big new exciting updates coming to the game here. And yeah, I felt like that was worth that was worth talking about. At the end of the day, guys, like I said in the previous video, things that make money and have a big fan base don't really go away. Like a good example of this is the Lord of the Rings movies. Like people think that after those ones ended, that they're just gonna go away forever. Like they're never gonna go away, because there's a big fan base and they make a lot of money. So for that reason alone, they're gonna stick around, and there's always going to be something happening around that. So I don't know, guys. I feel like this topic is worth talking about every now and then, just because there's not a lot of positive like Boom Beach talk. Like whenever you look up Boom Beach and stuff like that, it's just like, oh, Boom Beach is dead, like blah blah blah, all this stuff. But it's really not. It really just depends where you want to look, how you want to look at it. So how do we want to finish this one, guys? We got. I only have 44 diamonds, so maybe we'll bring in 3 tanks here and just see what we can get done. Hopefully we can finish this out with only the damage worth of 3 tanks. I wasn't really paying attention to how Imitation Game was going, but it seems like we took it down fairly easily today, so that is definitely alright with the chicken, guys. We got 1 crystal. I'll go over the rewards of it at the end, and I guess that's basically all I wanted to talk about for the today's topic of is Boom Beach finished. It's really not. We really do have a great community here, so as long as there's still people making great content like the guys that I listed, then I think Boom Beach will be fine, guys. I probably could have just GB'd down this this HQ now that I look at it, but that's okay, guys. That's okay. Alright, so we'll get the tanks into position here. We're going to lock on towards the HQ. And I'm just going to throw a bunch of artilleries down, and that should wrap it up. Okay, so we'll take a look at the rewards, and then that's probably going to wrap it up for the video today, guys. Again, the best bases of the archipelago on display today. So definitely copy all those boosted green statues if you want to be the best of the archipelago. Probably to get featured in the imitation game, I assume you need like at least 6 or 7 boosted green statues. But yeah, we're going to take a look at the stone rewards here because we kind of flew through that. I wasn't really paying attention. So nothing on stage 1, nothing on stage 2, nothing on stage 3, nothing on stage 4, nothing on stage... Oh, sorry. What have we talked about checking? 2 on 3, 3 on 4, 1 on 5, crystal on 4 on 6, and 2 fragments on 7. So we got 1 crystal out of it, guys. We got 1 crystal out of it.